Is this a different Notre Dame team? We've been down this road before here.
Yeah, it is a different team.
Okay, can they match up against Alabama and Clemson?
Well, yes. Clemson, yes. Alabama, I think everybody in college football is going to need 2 or 3 breaks to beat Alabama in a game. Like, a Tua interception or a sack fumble that gets picked up. Alabama's in a class of their own right now. But I do think, and I can't believe I'm saying this because my whole life it was the other way around. Notre Dame is underrated in my eyes. They have legit talent around the field. They're very well coached. They got NFL offensive linemen. They got NFL defensive front 7 players. Their receivers are going to be in the NFL. The kid Dexter Williams at running back's an NFL running back. So, no, this is a different team. And I really think that if I had a Chris Sims top 4 playoff, that Notre Dame would be 2. I would put them in front of Clemson. They've answered every question all year long. They beat Michigan without Dexter Williams or Ian Book at quarterback. I think they're a really good football team.
If Alabama wins again this year, is there more pressure to add more teams just to make the playoffs exciting, even if we know what the end result is going to be? Can you see that scenario where you go, okay, Alabama, great. Or even Clemson winning again. Like, you almost want to see Central Florida just play.
Get in there.
Just
right.
let me see.
Right.
And if you add that, then you at least make the playoffs interesting, maybe not the title game.
Well, yeah, you give some more chances for them to be upset by some quality football teams. I mean, I think that's what it adds to it too. Like, yeah, okay, Alabama's got to play another round of football against a quality team, and can they play perfect once again? I would like to see it at 8 teams because, Georgia, the Clemsons of the world, Central Florida, like you're talking about, I think they've all earned the right to go.
And Michigan.
Right, and Michigan, exactly right. I know they're already in it, so I wasn't counting them. But yeah, they all deserve the right to be able to, we've had a phenomenal year. We should be able to play for this at the end of the day. And there's going to be 2 or 3 teams that are unhappy about where they stand.
I had Jesse Palmer on yesterday, and I said, who has more pressure going into Ohio State, Michigan? He said Ohio State. Yeah. Now, I feel like Jim Harbaugh, you got your chance. This is a wounded Ohio State team.
Right.
You're favored. You're playing better.
Right.
And, this is when you prove. You want to prove Michigan's back? This is how you prove Michigan's back.
I agree. I think it's on Michigan. Harbaugh's yet to beat him. Harbaugh's yet to kind of deliver on the goods of being in the Final Four, in the national championship game. That's why he was brought there. And, this is an Ohio State team that I don't think any of us thought was like a legit national contender this year, or at least a team that could win it all. They're struggling. They had the early season thing with Urban Meyer and the off the field stuff with the coaches. So, yeah, I do think the pressure's on the Michigan Wolverines.
He looks miserable on the sidelines, but I don't know if he's been looking miserable on the sidelines. The cameras haven't caught him looking miserable on the sidelines.
You're talking about who?
Urban Meyer.
Urban? Yeah, he does look a little frustrated, like he wants to pull his hair out more. But they just can't get any they're very reliant on the big play. They can't run the ball. It's just Dwayne Haskins. He's either got to sit back there and throw a missile down the field, or, they got to give a reverse to one of, the Paris Campbell kid, 21, or somebody like that. I just think it's a little bit inconsistent from them this year. And their defense, they're so used to, first round corners. And we saw last week, they can't do some of the things they want to do on that side of the ball when another team has speed at receiver. They don't have the guys to match up this year.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.